How's it going, guys? Welcome to Ambro's Landscape YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing the 2017 enclosed trailer setup. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering, why the heck are we doing a 2017 in the middle of the year? And the reason why is because we actually had this trailer out of service for a few months in the beginning of the year. We replaced the back axle because that completely broke. The Chevy truck was in the shop as well, and we will talk about that a little bit later, as well as one of the Walker mowers was in the shop as well for about a month. So anyways, now that we got everything, we completely redid our trailer. As a lot of you guys know, we have brand new racks in there that was sent to us from Equipment Defender. So the trailer setup is completely different compared to what it has been over the past couple years that we've done this. We have done trailer setups every single year for the past like 3 years. That's actually what made us really big on YouTube. And I think that's what we're mostly known for, is this big trailer right behind me. So we will talk about all the equipment, the setup and everything like that. But first, let's go and get inside. All right, guys, so this is the setup as of right now. So we have two Walker T25i mowers. These have been amazing mowers. We completely switched over to them from the previous year where we were using Hustlers. I still do have my Hustler X1 and I decided to keep it. But with these mowers, we were getting a way better cut than we were with the Hustlers. I've gotten so much compliments when it comes to the cut and the quality. And every single one of my customers have noticed a huge difference with mowing from this mower compared to my Hustler. So anyways, I want to show you real quick how we have it set up with the mowers in the trailer, and then we will pull the mowers out so you guys can see the whole new thing. So let me scan this real quick. So we have brand new trimmer racks, brand new blower racks, brand new backpack sprayer racks, tool racks, and then a new trimmer spool. And so we will go over this, but as of right now, one thing I do like about having the Walkers, as you guys can see, I have way better clearance on both sides. With the Hustlers, I did not. Granted, the decks were bigger because these ones are both 48-inch decks, but the Hustler, one was a 60-inch and then one was a 54. So when you had the mowers, you would have about this much clearance, and then you add in the the blowers and stuff like that for the backing systems, and so it made it really tight, especially for an 8.5 wide trailer. To walk through, but easily, as you guys can see, I have completely clear pathways on each side. But these mowers have actually eliminated almost like 90% of my push mowing jobs. The only places these things won't go is two of my accounts that have pretty steep hills that these will not do. So that's one thing I do love about these mowers, and the size of decks that I chose was it's eliminated so much push mowing where the only time I ever have to do it is just on some really steep hills. So anyways, let's get these mowers out, we'll talk about them, and then we will show you guys the rest of the trailer. So let's go ahead and get that started. Alright guys, so now with the mowers out, let's go ahead and talk about them. So, as you guys can see, these are both Walker T25i's, both 2015, with 48-inch decks. The only difference is this is a mulching deck, and that is a collective deck. We did buy this one last year for $9,500 with less than 300 hours on it, like 240 or so. Came with the power dump, and I think that's really only the other attachment on it. It's been a great mower, no problems with it at all, and I just absolutely love the cut. This one we got over the winter time back in February. This is another T25 2015, and this mower we didn't do too well on it. I got it for 9,500 bucks. I had to go cross state, 6 hours to drive to go get it. And this was not in really good shape. This one had a little over 800 hours on it, and then we had to put another $1,200–1,300 in because there's a gearbox that went out. There was a couple belts that need a really bad tune-up. So we didn't do too well on this one, but luckily on that one we did. So both have been really good mowers. This one has the power dump, this one does not. Collective deck we do have, or sorry, that's a mulching deck. We do have a collective deck as well, both 48-inch mowers, and then of course 25 horsepower engines, EFI. And then of course we have our little Honda HRX 217, I think is the number. This has been a great mower. We've had this for the actually since I started my company. Never had a thing wrong with this thing. This thing just keeps going, and I kept it just because I do have the HRC 216, that one is the commercial one. I personally don't like it as much as this one because this one's lighter, the handlebars fold down a lot simpler, and it's just so much easier to get into places where the HRC216 is a little too heavy. So this is basically our mower setup for this year. Both been great, but it's time now to get into the trailer because this is where a lot of the big changes have been made. So a lot of you guys are wanting to see this, and as you guys can see, this is the trailer setup. So we have new racks, new blower racks, that's all still the same, new hand tool racks, new trimmer spool, and as well new backpack sprayer racks. These have I went ahead and installed all this today, so we will take it one step at a time. So first we will talk about the trimmers. We will talk about all the equipment, of course, but of course then the racks. So this is the new Equipment Defender trimmer racks. They are very, very similar to Green Touch. There are a few differences, but overall the whole entire concept is really still the same. Eventually we will be coming out with individual videos for each product about our reviews on them, so be sure to be on the lookout for that. I will leave descriptions down below if they have come out yet, but of this video as of right now they have not. So so far I haven't really been able to try them so much. There's a couple things different, but nothing really too major, so we're not going to go into details of the racks. Like I said, we'll wait for that for another video, but let's go ahead and talk about the trimmers real quick. So as you guys know, I run two brands, which is Echo and Stihl. So we'll start from the bottom to the top. So we have the PAS 225 power head. This is the Echo's brand new SRM 2620. We have the PAS 266 and 280 power heads. We have the Echo chainsaw attachment series, you know, the PAS one. This has been really good, no problems with it. We have that connected. We have our articulating head. We have our just a regular string head. And then of course we have our Edge It Pro. As you guys all know, I'm a big fan of that. I will probably be doing an updated video on that because it's been almost 3 years since my other one's been out and I really need to update it. So other than that, I have tons more tools. If you guys haven't watched it yet, I have a video dedicated just strictly to all my Echo tools, and of course I've gotten more from Echo, so the collection has gone even bigger. So I will probably leave that down below, so be sure to check out that video if you haven't already. Next, we will look at the backpack blowers. As you guys can see, these are the new blower racks. They're really, really cool. Like I said, I'm not going to go too much into detail with the racks. That will be saved for another video. But these do look really cool. Haven't used them yet. The one thing I do notice is that they are a little bit more time consuming compared to the racks we did have before. As you guys know, we had those white trimmer racks. They were Husky brand racks you can buy at Home Depot. They've done great the past 3-4 years I've had them, but the biggest problem is that they're not meant for a trailer. They're meant for a garage. So what would happen is that when you would hit a bump, the racks would actually come undone, and then your equipment, like I've had these blowers fallen so many times where I'd open my trailer and it hit another piece of equipment. Luckily nothing major has broke from it, but so it's nice to finally have something that is completely sturdy. I don't have to worry about it at all. And so as you guys know, I did a video of this not too long ago, Stihl 600 versus the PV770T, and really, you know, after using them for so long, there are pros and cons for each one. Though the Echo claims to have more, I think it's CFM or more power, I still choose the Stihl any day. I think Echo, this has done great. It does amazing because there's not that much, it's not loud compared to the Stihl, but when it comes to wet weather, I will choose the Stihl any day over the Echo. So both have their pros. To me, more power does better in wet weather, but this is a lot more quieter, so it's perfect in condo associations. So that's the two backpack blowers that I've been using, but like I said, I usually choose the Stihl. So we go over here, as you guys have done a video on how to build these shelves, very simple. We have our containers with our spray mixtures, our irrigation tools, our pruners, our oil mix. It's all up there, all organized, all labeled. And then of course right here in this box, we have extra sprinkler heads for if we do need to repair stuff. And then this is also another, I would highly recommend this if you guys do drip system or irrigation stuff, as I do. It's a good way to keep all your fittings organized. Everything's in there for, you know, your poly pipe and everything like that. Just a good way to kind of keep things organized and clean. And this has been a real time saver for a while. And of course we have our SureCan gas cans. These are really amazing. I will be, like I said, I have so many videos to do, it's ridiculous, but I did a video of this not too long ago, a review on these. The downside is that I spent too much time talking about the other gas trimmers, or the other gas cans, and the video wound up being like 20 minutes long. So I will be doing another video strictly on these things, the pros and cons, because there are cons to these things. So I've seen a lot of guys either use these or the no spill. I've never used a no spill. I can see the pros and cons already between these and those, but that will be saved for another date. So anyways, that's what's on the shelf. So we go over here. These are some new hand tool racks that we got. Really, really cool. I actually thought this is a good idea. So you just pull the pin over here, pull the pin out, and then that way it's all locked into place. So we have all of our stuff. Really simple, fast to install. So this is from Equipment Defender as well. So got 2 of those for our rakes and stuff. I was using the little hand tools from Husky. Those did well. We do have our hedge trimmer. No racks for that. That's something I hope that Equipment Defender will come out with soon. It's hedge trimmer racks, chainsaw racks, and then also racks for like your mixed fuel and all that kind of stuff. But eventually, that's what we have right now. So we just have the one hedge trimmer, even though hedge trimming season is coming, and I have tons of hedge trimmers. So, of course, more gas cans. We have those down here. We have our 2 SureCans. Of course, we're switching over, and then we have our 2 older other cans as of right now, because we go through over 20 gallons a week. So I will fill up all these once a week to go mow my condos and my other accounts, and we will already have to fill up by the next week. So then we go to the trimmer spool. This one is actually from Equipment Defender. The one concept I do like about this, it does come with, compared to the older one I had, it does come with a nice little bolt, hand bolt that you can easily, tighten this thing on, where the one I had before was like a little flywheel bolt. So it was kind of time consuming. The one thing I do like about it is that it does have this holder right here that will hold your string so that your string doesn't come undone, which my previous one had something similar. You had to wrap it around some stuff, but I didn't really like it. Overall, it's a good little rack for 25 bucks. I do feel it's a little flimsy and cheap. I feel like the quality could have been improved a little bit more. Good concept, especially with this thing, but overall, not really too impressed with this. I hope that they can kind of beef it up a little bit and at least paint it black so it matches the rest of the trimmer. So that was those were the complaints I had about that so far. And then next we go to our backpack sprayers. We are licensed to spray, so we do spray a lot. So the Stihl SG20s, I've had plenty of these. I think I have like 5 of these things. And the reason why I buy so many of them is because it seems like the pumps on these things go out pretty fast. They don't tend to last too long. I do a lot of spraying around here, and so our pumps tend to not last as long. So one of the things is that instead of fixing them, because I think their tune-up kit for these things are like 40 or 60, but I think they're close to 60 bucks just for the parts. A brand new one of these is $120, and that's not including labor to fix it if you had someone else do it. So I just go out and buy new ones, and then I keep the old ones as backups, or I use them as parts because it's cheaper. So they're great backpack sprayers, but I tend to have a lot of problems with them. But anyways, the reason why I have 2, we usually have one for Roundup and the other one for other herbicides for spraying in the grass. So of course you can't mix those because this will kill your grass, where the other one will just kill the weeds. So we keep those separately. And then in flower beds, I've noticed this, in flower beds that have a lot of ground cover or shrubbery, but mostly sturdy ground cover, we will actually spray the herbicides that we use in our grass to kill the weeds, but it won't affect the ground cover. So that's another reason why we do that, because we take care of a couple large condos such as Costco, where there's so much weeding involved, so we will spray it first. That way it kills them completely. But these are the new racks. I do really like these ones. These are very simple and easy to use. Basically just undo this. Like I said, I will do a completely whole video separately for these. But it's held on by this. You just unlock that, and then this pulls out. A lot easier to take in and out compared to, for instance, the backpack blower racks. These ones seem to be a little bit more, and there's a little bit more working around because you have the tube in there, and they do come with some holders for your tubes, as you guys can see. So that's basically it, guys. So this is my 2017 trailer setup, enclosed trailer setup. I've done plenty of videos over the past couple years on just this trailer alone, and of course everything constantly changes. Some of the things we plan on doing is, of course, painting the floors. I've been wanting to do that for so long. Wanting to get like a big stencil of my logo right here. And then, oh, let's go ahead and look at the truck real quick. So yeah, as you guys know, I did buy for some of you guys who follow me, I did buy this Chevy, and we have some really cool cones that we got our logos on. I did have a video on that, so be sure to check that out as well on how to do that. But this is the Chevy 2500. It's a 1993, 140,000 miles on it. It's got the 7.4 V8, big engine. Could definitely haul this thing. And so a lot of guys wonder why I did this. Well, the biggest reason is my big diesel, or big red as I call it. It's a stick shift diesel, double, you know, it's a dually, so it's a little bit more difficult to drive. And all my past employees didn't know how to drive stick. And I don't want to spend all this time training them on how to drive stick. That's not what I want to do, because it takes a little bit of time. I mean, learning how to drive stick while also pulling a trailer and learning how to back up, that takes way too much time, and for me it's not worth investing into that. So I went and picked this thing up. I picked it up for $2,400, which to me sounded like a good deal. The paint, you know, the overcoat, not the overcoat, but the protective layer, whatever it's called, that faded off. So it's been a great work truck. I've had it in the shop just to get it tuned up a little bit, but it's been a great truck. I can get around town really, really fast. I don't care if this thing gets scratched up. This thing doesn't even have a single dent in it, so that's pretty cool. The paint job sucks, but at least there's not a single dent in it. It is an extra cab, so now I can actually fit my guys in there. If I have, say if I have two guys working with me, where my my diesel, you know, we can fit two guys in there, but with a stick shift, it's really, really crowded. So when you're going from job to job, it gets extremely, you know, tight, so that's no fun. But other than that, it's been a really good truck. Really, really like it. So I've been using this for the past, you know, few months, and it's been a great setup with the trailer, and then the Chevy, and then of course our Mowers. So anyways, guys, that's really it. Like I said, tons more videos coming out your way. I mean, we're doing a video on every single piece of equipment that we have installed here, and as well as some of the equipment that you see as well. I mean, we have so much footage to get out, but so little time to do it, so it takes us a little bit to get going. But anyways, guys, so this is the trailer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the new setup. And so yeah, so we will see you guys next time. So be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Leave any questions down below. And then up in the top hand corner, I always have a poll on every single one of my videos. So check out that poll, check out the other videos, and I will see you guys next time on Ambro's Landscaping.